way Andy Toole coach teams normally do.
Matt Mayers goes up for Robert Morris. Grant Basili for Wright State, and the Colonials win the tip. That is Enoch Cheeks on the right side wing, driving to the circle, the green up top. Cam Ferris back outside to Mayers. A nice pass for Mayers inside to Cheeks, couldn't handle. Shot clock down into single digits now, and this is going to be a baseline pull up from the short corner from Michael Green, the guy you just talked about, Jim.
Yeah, isn't it amazing what confidence will do? Michael Green had very little confidence 2 games ago. Last game he got 20 points in and just hits his first shot here today.
Beautiful high-low pass. Tim Finke with the finish out of Champaign, Illinois and Central High School. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both ball clubs, presented by 412 Winery, where their grapes may be grown in California and Chile, but their wines are handcrafted with tradition right here in Moon Township, PA.
Yeah, Grant Basili with a nice little block right there on Khalil Spear. I thought Khalil Spear hesitated. He probably should have just got the pass in and just shot it right away.
This is a very understaffed Wright State ball club. We found this out, Jim, just moments before the tip, and we'll talk more about that. This is Basili, one of the best in the Horizon League, and now the pull-up from the left side. Tanner Holden is going to be fouled by one of the Colonials. There is Coach Scott Nagy.
Yeah, he's an outstanding coach. He's just done a great job here at the Wright State. He's been a coach of the year 3 times in the Horizon League. There's only been a couple other coaches who have ever done that. So his reputation speaks for itself.
Clint Sargent, Dan Beret, and Travis Trice are his assistants, as we see the first free throw sent in by Tanner Holden.
Love Tanner Holden. He's just a coach's dream. Does everything well. You know, he scores 20 points a game, but he only takes 13 shots a game. That's efficiency.
Gets both from the line. It's a 4-2 Wright State lead. This is Green, who's coming off his best effort of the year for Robert Morris. 20-point night for him against Fort Wayne.
Colonials being very patient, getting that shot clock down.
Cheeks with a nice one-handed hook lay-in that time, and we've tied it up at 4 with Robert Morris and Wright State.
Chris, if Wright State has one, maybe slight weakness, I don't think they're a great defensive team. They're okay, and you can score on them if you execute properly.
Silly tried to hit from the corner from Treyland, couldn't get it to go, and Cheeks will bring it up the floor. Here's Cam Ferris. He catches and shoots right away, and that is a Clearview 3. For every 3-pointer made by RMU this season, Clearview Federal Credit Union donates $3 to the RMU Colonials Champions Fund. Foul called in the Robert Morris end of the floor, I should say in the Wright State end of the floor. And there's Andy Toole, the Pat Gallagher head coach of the Robert Morris Colonials. His position endowed by the founder and owner of PGT Trucking, Pat Gallagher. Andy Toole has had some great success here at Robert Morris. In their last year in the Northeast Conference, Coach Toole and the Colonials won the championship, and unfortunately didn't go to the big dance because of COVID-19. As we saw Finke just drain one.
Yeah, Finke that time just posting up. He's a height advantage over Cam Ferris, and they're going to post him up.
Mayer's pass intercepted. Tanner Holden on the break. From the corner, another 3-point shot. This one from Keaton Norris, who got the start here tonight. He's out of Hilliard, Ohio, just outside of Columbus. As we said, Wright State, their roster depleted tonight. As we see Michael Green go down and try to poke one in, but it's rebounded by Basili for Wright State. 9-7 lead for the Raiders. Jim, they're missing so many players tonight. Trey Calvin is out.
Yeah,
Alex Ubrisk is out. A.J. Braun, Riley Boss, Brandon Neal, Andrew Willage, and even James Manns. Some starters, some backups, and they're all in the protocol right now. And a couple, actually some of them are injured.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that are here on the bench with injuries. So some protocol, some injuries.
Here's a nice runner by Michael Green getting the bank shot.
Yeah, Michael Green looks like a completely different player for the Colonials. Just brimming with confidence right now, and he's going to be offensively aggressive.
Skip pass deep into the right corner. Norris makes the catch, sends it back out front to Wilburn. Kick out. And that three-pointer is missed by Tanner Holden. The rebound taken by the Colonials. We're 4 minutes into the ball game.
Yeah, Wright State, for as good as they are, and they score 75 points a game, they're not a good three-point shooting team. They're not one of the. It's not one of their strengths.
Here's Green. He's the only Colonial who's been really able to penetrate tonight, and now Spear trying to back his way in, but has his pass intercepted by Finke. One-on-one, he goes with Ferris, and he rolls it out, no good. And this time, it's taken down by Khalil Spear, the 6'7" senior out of the Colony, Texas.
The Colonials have to take care of that basketball. I mean, that's been a problem last couple games, and it's cost them games.
Green with a pull-up. Oh, wow. His confidence is brimming, isn't it?
It really is. And, you know, he doesn't have Trey Calvin on covering him. He's got the backup point guard, Keaton Norris, who isn't quite as strong defensively as Calvin.
Robert Morris with a 2-point lead here at home at the UPMC Event Center on the People's Court. Nice pass between the blocks that time, but fumbled by Wilburn. And the Colonials again take it the other way.
Yeah, keep moving that ball. Michael Green, you know, sometimes when he scores, Chris, he starts thinking too much offense. You still want to take what the defense gives you.
Needs to be the point guard first, right?
Absolutely.
Here's Ferris running baseline into a trap. 6 to shoot. Mayers lets go of one, and it's off the mark, and Holden brings it down.
Yeah, that's not a shot that Andy Toole really wants Matt Mayers to take, but he had to with only 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Finke lobs it in to Grant Basile. He'll jet one into the corner. And a floater by Holden won't go down. Colonials end up cleaning up the mess. They lead by 2, 11-9. We're coming down to the 14-minute mark of half number 1.
Yeah, Wright State so far, they're missing some easy shots. So Colonials got to tighten that defense up a little bit better because they're not going to miss them the whole game.
Talked about Robert Morris' struggles, particularly in the Horizon League this year as Mayers rims out a triple. And they may be catching Wright State at the right time right now, Jim.
Yeah, sometimes you got to have a little luck to break that losing streak, and Wright State missing a lot of their depth. They have 4 starters playing. That looked like an offensive foul right there.
No call. Wilburn will get the bucket that time over Khalil Spear.
Yep, it's a no call, but it's either, I'm surprised the referees didn't warn Khalil Spear for a flop.
Tim Stewart, John Campbell, Jordan Love working the game tonight for the Horizon League. Green had nowhere to go, almost threw it away. Cheeks saved it to Ferris. Ferris lets go of 3, and that's another clear view triple.
Cam Ferris, I'll tell you, he's a streak shooter, and he made his first. Now he made his second. So watch out. Cam Ferris has been known to really go off sometimes.
The Colonials lead by 3. Wright State having trouble looking inside.
They're trying to post up Cam Ferris with Finke, and that time Ferris does a good job. He fronted him, and Wright State turns it over.
Ferris will take it to the other end of the floor and get the left-handed layup.
Yeah, 3 in a row for Cam Ferris. It's all about confidence with these young men. Any sport, every level, it's all about confidence. Even LeBron James loses confidence once in a while.
Bobby Moe by 5. Bounce pass into the low post. Wilburn decided to throw it outside. Basile moves into the block.
Wow.
And has it blocked by a marketing firm and introduced the Wolf mascot that they still use to this day. Inbound play, and Grant Basile able to get the left-handed hook.
Well, Colonials had to go to the bench after this timeout. They were trying to get some subs in. And remember last game, Chris, the Colonials got off to a decent start with the first group. And as soon as Andy Toole went to the bench, things kind of collapsed. So hopefully the bench will play a little bit better here tonight.
And Toole goes to the bench and brings in Brandon Stone, who just missed that shot inside. And Cheeks dug it out of the dirt that time. And the Colonials have a fresh clock.
Yeah, Enoch Cheeks is starting to figure it out, Chris, about playing hard every second he's on the floor.
Here's Justin Winston driving low, pounding it off the window and scoring. Winston, the transfer from St. Bonaventure.
and he is really good around that basket. Sometimes he gets caught up in shooting the three, but he can score around that hoop. He's got that great right-handed half hook shot.
Colonials lead by 5. Finke makes it a little bit closer right now with another three-pointer.
I think he's a guy that just plays his role. If they need offense tonight with all these guys injured, he'll step up and score for him. I like him. He's just a great, he's a winner, what you call him.
Andy Neff has come in for Wright State. He's wearing number 20. He's fighting for that rebound, but Basili outbattles everybody for it after the Colonials miss. Now it's Norris. Holden lost the dribble for a moment. Spinky again to Holden. Floater. Short. Cheeks knocks it to Brandon Stone. And Stone and the Colonials come the other way. Chase Cook, the backup point guard, is in right now, Jim.
Yeah, Chase Cook, his job is to come in, not make mistakes, don't worry about scoring.
Even or outscored their opponents in 7 of those games. Now, during its 5-game homestand, Robert Morris has averaged 36 points in the paint. The big problem they've had, Jim, points off turnovers.
Absolutely.
Giving them up.
You know, if you don't get shots off, you can't score. And the Colonials, when they turn it over, it generally leads to points for the other team. And, you know, that's something they've got to learn. If you do turn the ball over, you got to get back and stop the other team. You can't let them score.
Chase Cook knocks down 2 big free throws, and the Colonials are back up by 4 as we come down to the halfway mark of the first half.
Well, these two point guards are guarding each other, both walk-ons, but Chase Cook is now a scholarship player as he earned one from Robert Morris.
Here's Holden, and almost tumbling over, getting that layup to fall.
Yeah, that was a little bit too easy, Chris. He just went right around his man and was no help, easy bucket. Colonials got to straighten that out for sure.
Long ball. Out of bounds, and they're going to say off of Wright State, so Robert Morris gets 20 on the shot clock, and they'll get it back as we take a look at Brandon Stone, the LaSalle transfer.
Yeah, he's had some really good moments, especially offensively for the Colonials, but he's still coming off that ankle injury, and he's still not 100%.
Struggled with that before the season started. Now we're going to get a travel call on Winston, a turnover on Robert Morris. Wright State will have the ball.
Yeah, there's your dreaded turnover for Robert Morris. Let's see if they can stop Wright State from taking advantage of that turnover. They haven't been able to stop the last 2 teams they've played, Cleveland State and Fort Wayne.
Tim Finke has 7 points. He leads the Raiders. Cam Farris has 8. He's high man in the game so far for Robert Morris. Vasili sends it over to the left, and Neff. Now Holden, and he'll be fouled by Jerron Williams. Williams is 6'6", a senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina, a UT Martin transfer.
Yeah, you got to be real careful when you're guarding Holden, because he'll go right by you. You really, really have to be smart with your defense. Try not to let him do what he wants to do. Try to make him go where you want him to go.
Holden finds the right lane open, puts it up and scores right over top of Stone.
Yeah, it's just a tough guy to cover one-on-one. You got to help on him also. Jerron Williams is going to need help. He's just not quite as quick.
Game tied at 20.
Yeah, look for Andy Toole to get his starters back in there real soon, Chris. You can see things starting to bog down.
Winston ran into a double team looking for the foul call, didn't get it, but Stone was able to pick up the trash and throw it away.
That's a big lift. Brandon Stone can hit that offensive glass. He's 6'10". He's a little bit thin, but he can get up a little bit, and he's got a nose for the ball.
Finke sends it over to Norris. Soft pass, Holden balancing to stay in bounds. Got it to Basili. Now Finke. Forced the 3, but got it to go.
Yeah, Finke's just one of those guys. I think he only averages about 9 points a game. Chris, he's over that already. And, he knows they need scoring tonight, so he steps up his game.
Kick out to the corner. Jerron Williams sends it back to Michael Green. Now Stone works it out front. Green finds an opening, but there are 3 men there. Stone couldn't get the pop shot from inside the lane. And Basili outfights everybody again.
Yeah, Andy Toole will take that possession, though. Mike Green very aggressive, getting to the basket. Made a nice decision to give it to Brandon Stone. Trying to post up Holden inside. Cam, now he's got a body up with him. So somebody's got to help.
Stone coming in from behind.
There you go.
That's an air ball. Good defense by Cam Ferris. 1 point Robert Morris, or Wright State lead, I should say. And now the Colonials let go of another Clearview three.
Good execution by the Colonials. I told you, Chris, that you can get shots off against Wright State. It's not like they smother you defensively. They just play a very basic, vanilla type defense.
Colonials with a 2-point advantage after Winston's triple. Nice athletic move inside by Holden. Couldn't get it to go. The Colonials find the loose rock. Green off a double pick.
Might go in. Yeah, get another opportunity, though. Don't take a bad shot.
I saw you wiggling around over there using some body English. Again, the shot off the mark. Colonials have another try at it, though.
That's effort, Chris. That's what we were talking about before the game. You got to play hard every possession. Brandon Stone with a tip-out.
Green penetrates.
Yeah, he's picked up where he left off last game, and it's even easier for him this game. He seems to be able to get to the basket a little bit more, and he's got that little shot in the key, Chris. He floats it in there, and that's a really valuable shot for a guy that's about 5'9".
8 for Green, 8 for Cam Ferris for Robert Morris. Tim Finke has 10 for Wright State, but Holden goes in there with a slam dunk.
Enoch Cheeks was trying to cut the pass off. He overcommitted too far, and Holden, being the smart player he is, he took him right to the basket.
It's Tanner Holden's 8th point. Khalil Spear back in the ball game. Short corner. Working on Basili, but he traveled.
Yeah, Spear hasn't got going yet so far here for the Colonials. He was isolated with Basili. He should be able to go around them. He's a little bit quicker, but he did not. And that's a 4th turnover for Robert Morris already, Chris. I don't like those turnovers building up.
Under 6 minutes to play, first half. Robert Morris leads by 2.
Especially when you're shooting almost 50%. You want to get a shot off every time.
Holden, he's heating it up.
Yeah, great player. He's smooth. He missed a couple easy shots early. Never loses confidence. That's what a veteran does. That's 10 points for Holden already, Chris.
Matt Mayer's back in as well at the left elbow. Spear sends it to Ferris, sets a screen for him. And Ferris able to knock it down from 2-point land.
Yeah, good job by Cam Ferris. He waited for his screen. He could tell he was going to be able to get that shot off, as one of the big guys for Wright State did not switch out on him.
That's 10 for Cam Ferris now. Water banging inside now.
Yeah.
Here's Basili with a nice spin.
That's only 4 points for Basili. He usually is a really good go-to guy. I'm surprised they haven't tried to take advantage of Basili's size against the thinner Colonials.
I like the way he drops that shoulder and throws that hook.
Yeah, he's a physical player.
Comes Cheeks protecting the ball and a scooper, and it wouldn't go. Holden cleans it up. Little stop and go for Holden. Jump pass to Finke, out front Norris. Now Basili for the tray. Got it.
Well, you know, when you get ball movement like that, you just know you're going to score when you're done passing. And that's exactly what happened. A couple guys, Finke for one, who's red hot. He passes up a good shot for him for a better shot for somebody else.
7 for Basili. Wright State leads it 32-29. Here's Khalil Spear. Pokes it off the glass and scores.
Yeah, Khalil Spear is probably better off getting the ball on the perimeter and taking Basili to the basket rather than try to post him up where Basili has that height and weight advantage.
It's his first basket of the game. Here's Holden down the lane. Got it!
Chris, and they all know their roles. That's the difference between this team and Robert Morris. Robert Morris has some decent talent, but they don't know their roles, or they don't play their roles like Andy Toole wants them to all the time.
Both teams shooting 50% or better. Here comes Michael Green with another little touch shot and a beautiful pass from Khalil Spear.
Absolutely. Khalil Spear, very patient inside, waited for Mike Green to cut, and little bounce pass.
You guess how many Green has now? He has 10.
10.
They all have 10, all the big scorers. And now Holden gets his 12th point of the night.
Yeah, they're just letting Holden get to the basket anytime he wants to. I think it was Enoch Cheeks got to do a better job.
Green lobs it in. Stone a little off balance, and 2 men around him. Green picks it up, and he gets fouled. Well, they really bailed him out on that play because Colonials were just out of sorts. By the way, our UPMC halftime report is coming up shortly. In about 2 minutes and 59 seconds of basketball time, we'll have the Impact Players update, the first half highlights and stats. Of course, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, find out what else is going on in the Horizon League tonight.
Yeah, you talk about impact players. Both of them are lighting up the scoreboard here tonight. Michael Green and Tanner Holden. And Wright State's going to go zone, Chris. They're going to try a match-up zone against the Colonials. Colonials usually pretty good at executing against it.
Spear, he's wide open.
Yeah, wide open.
Couldn't get it to go. Vasily just lunging up there and it rimmed out. Got the whistle to blow.
Yeah, Vasily, the last couple of minutes, he's gotten more aggressive offensively. I'm sure Scott Nagy told his team to start getting the ball to Grant. He's a good scorer. Why not?
Indianapolis is the heart of college basketball, and every March, the home of the Horizon League Basketball Championships. The action starts March 1st and 3rd on campus before culminating in Indy on March 7th and 8th at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Come join the excitement and find out who will reach the horizon. For more information, go to horizonleague.com/Indy. This week, Indianapolis was the hotbed for football.
Yeah, a great game, too. That was, the score looked a little lopsided, but it was really a excellent competitive game.
How about them dogs? That was a miss. Brandon Stone trying to reach back and get it, but there were too many Wright State Raiders there.
Somebody was actually pushing him, Chris, from below. You could see his body bend when he tried to elevate.
Vasily banging his way down low, and we're going to get a travel call.
Yep.
Good double team defense by Robert Morris. Stone and Spear.
Yeah, you got to hold your ground against Grant Vasily because he'll dip that shoulder down and bang into you, create space. He probably outweighs Stone by 25, 30 pounds. Maybe more.
Vasily picking up that foul. Now we get the bank shot inside.
Yeah, Khalil Spear starting to heat up a little bit. Nice pass again by Michael Green. Michael Green has played a tremendous game so far.
Both teams are hitting. Both teams are scoring. It's a 35-all game. Here's Vasily. Way downtown. Couldn't go. And Enoch Cheeks slapped the ball to himself. Comes Green again, giving to Spear down the left lane. Bank shot in.
Again, another feed from Michael Green. Colonials are really executing. You know, I thought they could score on Wright State. The problem,
injuries who are here sitting on the bench tonight. Still, this is a solid ball club even without the guys that they don't have in the lineup tonight. This is a strong lineup they have in.
Absolutely, it's as good a lineup as anybody in the Horizon League. And this guy with the ball right here, Finke's been a real contributor here.
Kicks into the corner, three-point shot. Off the mark by TJ Nagy. He's the son of the coach, and he couldn't get that first shot in his first contribution in this ball game to go down.
But I'll bet he's a great shooter. Every coach's kid can shoot.
Here's Cheeks with an up fake.
Patience. Colonials just need to be patient. Keep the pace. Keep the game at this pace. This is a good Robert Morris pace right here.
Green from the foul line. Hits rim, and Vasily pulls down the carom. Wright State could have the last shot at this thing. Shot clock is still on, but it's only a difference of about a split second.
Yeah, Colonials just got to stay alert. Don't fall asleep here.
Robert Morris by 2 as we head to halftime. Norris zigzags, goes back door on the layup recorded by C.J. Wilborn. The Colonials have enough time, and they will come for Wright State. Tanner Holden gets it back into play.
Yeah, Colonials got to tighten it up defensively. You can't let people just get to the basket, Chris. You got to really take pride. Stop your man.
Finke had a great first half. And that feed into the low post got deflected by the sharp hands of Michael Green III, so Wright State will get to keep.
Michael Green was playing on the weak side. He saw that ball enter in the low post and he went over and stripped it out of his hands. That's really smart, nice defense by Michael Green.
Vasily feeds Holden underneath, and a little bit of a late whistle there, but it's going to go against Enoch Cheeks of Robert Morris.
Yeah, Holden, I think Holden was the guy that took the ball out of bounds, threw it out to the top of the key, and sprinted to a spot on the right underneath the basket, beat Enoch Cheeks to that spot, and was able to score.
Cheeks' second foul, team foul number 1 of the half. Holden drains one from the foul line.
I should say get fouled, not score, but he did score his first foul shot. A very good foul shooting team, Wright State.
Two teams have played 4 times in their history, and Wright State owns a 3-1 record against Robert Morris. Last year they played twice, both of them in Dayton, and Tanner Holden had 16 points in each of those 2 games.
And he's going to get more than that here tonight, the way he's going.
Spear fumbling the ball, and it was tapped away from him, so that was not a travel. He was able to spin and hit.
Doyle Spear, as I said, he heated it up last 10 minutes of the first half, and he comes out and makes his first shot. Good sign for the Colonials.
He has 8. I think his shot is offline, and it'll go back to Robert Morris's possession. All tied up at 39 apiece.
The Colonials are still getting really good looks at the basket. They just got to keep converting at a high rate.
Cam Ferris on the drive. Right down Broadway.
Beautiful drive by Cam Ferris, and I love that finish by Cam Ferris. He hung in the air. He's had a strong game so far, and that's good to see. Ooh, almost steal by Enoch Cheeks.
Holden able to save it. Now Cheeks does steal it back, but he couldn't keep it in play.
Yeah, tough break for Enoch Cheeks. Good effort, though, twice. There's a replay. Nice deflection. Probably should have had it, Chris. I don't know what happened to him. He's too good an athlete to get that ball squared out of bounds. But still a good effort.
Finke swings it, gets it back, and the shot clock was sounding as he let it go. He got it off in time, but he failed to hit. Now Michael Green with a zigzag run. Cheeks, baseline. Spear in the corner to Green. Good ball movement by Robert Morris. Oh, Mayer's going in for the dunk, and he got hit.
That was excellent ball movement by the Colonials. Very patient. Early in the year, they would have jacked up a couple shots there. Somebody would have shot it. But they kept hitting the open guy, and Andy Toole's got to love it. Seen some good signs here tonight. There's that movement we're talking about. Goes into Enoch Cheeks. Good, strong finish by Matt Mayer as well. Didn't finish it, but he almost did. He's going to dunk that.
C.J. Wilborn commits his first foul of the game.
That's a good foul by C.J. Wilborn.
Yep. Matt Mayers gets a good free throw. The Colonials lead 42-39. We're almost 2 minutes into the second half. This is Matt Mayers, who hails from Hastings on Hudson, just outside of New York City to the north. And he goes 1 for 2 from the chop. Right now, Wright State is playing on the perimeter out front. Norris from the baseline.
Oh,
that's a perfect shot.
Beautiful shot by Keaton Norris. He's done a great job here as a starter tonight. A lot of pressure on that young man.
Green trying to answer from deep range, and that one's off the heel. Holden.
That's not a good shot, Chris. Yep. Now, Mike Green, that's what the Colonials had been doing wrong. They've been executing their offense beautifully. He didn't even pass the ball one time.
Vasily again dipping that left shoulder. The right-handed hook goes down.
And that's a 4-point swing. Michael Green taking a bad shot on one end, and Vasily come down scoring for Wright State on the other.
Raiders have the lead again. Cheeks saw the opening and dribbled it out of bounds, but it was deflected. And Robert Morris will get to retain. 14 on the shot clock.
Now that would have been a good shot for the Colonials. Enoch Cheeks blew by Holden at the last second, reached in there, poked the ball out.
Wilborn comes out, and Andy Neff comes back in. Neff is from Oakwood, Ohio, 6'7" senior.
Michael Green's going to come out, get a little breather, and I think Andy Toole wants to talk to him. And the point will be run by Cam Ferris, who is not really a point guard.
Cam Ferris out of Burlington, Vermont. Rice Memorial High School was the Vermont Player of the Year when he was a senior, and his pull-up doesn't connect. Wright stay with the ball back, and Basili running down the left side. Good pass inside the lane. He got it to Neff for the bunny.
Yeah, somebody on Robert Morris was over-helping that time and left Neff wide open under the basket. Just a bad defensive mistake by the Colonials.
Jerron Williams comes off the screen set by Spear, Ferris, and now Mayers out front. Enoch Cheeks inside out. Down to the 16-minute mark here. Time remaining in the second half. 5 seconds left in the possession, and Enoch Cheeks squirts his way into the short corner and knocks down a 16-footer.
Yeah, when Andy Toole shows the Colonials this tape, every time they had good ball movement, they seemed to score. Every time they take a quick shot after 1 or 2 passes, they don't score.
Here's Basili. Just outside of downtown Pittsburgh in the West Hills, Moon Township, PA. Chris Shovelin, Jim Elias on the call. I want to thank you for joining us tonight, no matter where you tuned in from. ESPN Plus, 22 The Point in Pittsburgh, and MeTV in the Ohio Valley. As we see Jerron Williams square up and fire and miss. And that time Tanner Holden trying to throw the ball off Khalil Spear. He caught it, took it up and scored. It might have hit him in the mouth, but he got the bucket to go.
That's an assist for Tanner Holden, because that was you don't want to do that. You don't want to throw the ball in. One of the rare mistakes you'll see Tanner Holden make.
Khalil Spear still rubbing his lips as you get a foul at the other end of the floor on Jerron Williams. That'll be his second.
Yeah, Colonials got to keep working on that defensive end, Chris. Can't let up. Can't worry about, well, I didn't score on the offensive end. Got to keep playing defense if they want to pull the upset here tonight.
Again, a bump foul. It's going to be on Enoch Cheeks. It's going to be 3 on him.
Yeah, I don't know if I would play Tanner Holden that tight. His game is slashing to the basket. He is not a good outside shooter, not a great outside shooter, I'd say. He's okay, but he doesn't even really attempt to shoot that much from the outside. He likes getting to that basket. That's where he creates all kind of havoc, because you have to help, and he'll make a nice pass.
Basili throws it cross court. That shot's going to be blocked by Khalil Spear after it was launched by Keaton Norris. Spear touched last. Wright State will have it back. And we're going to see a replay of this.
He gets up in the air, Khalil Spear. He's got long arms and long fingers, which helps.
Nice weave around by Basili, but he didn't get it to go. And somebody got him on the elbow. Justin Winston.
Yeah, I thought Brandon Stone was doing a decent job on him, but then he spun back toward the basket, and Justin Williams felt like he was in for an easy layup, and he came over and fouled him.
Basili out of Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Knocks that first one down. He had a career-high 29 points against the Colonials in one of the games last season, Jim.
Yeah, I remember that. He just ate the Colonials alive. He was sensational inside. I don't think he missed very many shots that night.
First team preseason pick in the Horizon League, and he puts his team up by a point. Cheeks playing with 3 personals. Green. Winston with a pull-up.
It's not a good shot. Not a good shot, Chris.
Basili saved it from going out of bounds. Keaton Norris with it. It's Scott Nagy directing traffic on the other side of the floor. Trying to go back door to bounce it into Andy Neff's hands. Got deflected. The Colonials come away with transition. Sheets had the idea with a wraparound. It ended up in Brandon Stone's hands. And now Green drives down the floor and just leaves a teardrop.
Yeah, Michael Green, that's that floater shot. That's what you need when you're small like that, rather than try to challenge bigger guys inside. When he played in the Northeast Conference, sometimes he was able to get all the way to the basket. Not in this league. He's going to have to use that little floater.
The Colonials by 1. Basili with his back to the basket. Now he's going to turn and face and move in. Scooper, tough shot, got it. We'll see if they can pull this one out here tonight. Right now they lead by 1.
Yeah, every league is pretty much the same. You got to win most of your home games and split on the road, and you should be a top 4 seed.
There's Jerron Williams, but we're going to get an illegal screen called against Justin Winston of Robert Morris. He practically knocked Finke out of his shoes.
Now here's the point of the game, Chris. Colonials are making a couple of mistakes, missing some shots. You got to come down, you got to buckle down on this end and play great defense. And they're going to go try a 2-3 zone here, Chris. So nice move by Andy Toole to try to throw Wright State off.
They find Finke in the corner. And that ball's picked up by Michael Green. He's off to the races. Oh, the shot is shy. Couldn't get the lay-in. Transition the other way. Finke with the dunk.
Yep. That's what happens to teams when they're struggling. Michael Green gets a tough layup. You know, he kind of had the Euro step on that one,
yeah.
But he missed it, and then gives up. Colonials give up a bucket on the other, and it's a 4-point swing.
Finke has 12. Wright State leads 51-48. And Jerron Williams fumbled it. Winston's shot is blocked. Fast break, Basili off to the races the other way, and he gets the finger roll to go.
Yeah, this was a key part of the game, and this lineup that's in there for the Colonials right now, just not getting it done.
16 for Grant Basili. Finke now has a dozen. Tanner Holden with 14 for Wright State. Here's Green. We're going to get a blocking foul that time because Keaton Norris was moving with him.
And here's that Colonials take a bad shot, or it might have turned it over, I'm not sure. And then, no, that's the missed layup that Michael Green had. Yeah. There's Finke with the finish that time. And Finke was late getting down because he's the guy that turned the ball over on the other end.
Member of the Horizon League All-Defensive Team in 2021.
Yeah, he's just a solid player. He's just a great role player. Fits in. He's a good chemistry guy.
12 minutes left in the contest. Wright State starting to pull away. 5 on the shot clock. Green inside to Stone. Spear trying to go in and tomahawk it. Now in what was a seesaw basketball game. Colonials have the ball inbounds as we return here to the UPMC Event Center. Chris Shovlin, Jim Elias on the call tonight. Glad to have you aboard with us on ESPN Plus, 22 The Point, and MeTV Ohio Valley. Also the audio on the RMU Athletics Game Day app, and wow, we just heard a block from Basili from over here at our half-court table as Spear tried to go up and turn around and fire.
Spear just needs to go by him, not try to shoot over him.
Well, Wright State turns the ball over as Finke's pass intended for Holden gets thrown out of bounds into the corner.
Yeah, Wright State's a team that takes care of the ball. They value the basketball. That's only their 7th turnover here tonight. Robert Morris, now this is a dangerous part of the game for the Colonials. This is what's happened just about every game this year. They're playing well, and then all of a sudden they lose it. They have a couple minutes where they don't play so well, and then they kind of fall apart.
Brandon Stone barely made the catch, and he zipped in a 3. And Jim, as tall as he is, he has the green light from three-point land.
No doubt about it. And so does this guy who just shot the ball.
Basili couldn't answer.
Yeah, Cam Ferris got to come up with that rebound, Chris.
Ball got tapped out of bounds by Cam Ferris.
Yeah, Robert Morris got to pick up the energy a little bit. I mean, this is a close game right now, and it looks like they're kind of feeling sorry for themselves. So
here's the inbound to Holden. It wouldn't go, but he gets the putback. Tanner Holden just taking control of this ball game right now. 16 points, he and Basili.
Right, absolutely. He just knows when they need a basket, and he steps up just about every time. Pretty much always successful doing what he wants to do.
Notice how Wright State picking up the pace on defense.
Absolutely. Too. It's a good call by you because I wanted to say that before. I said they've picked it up.
Michael Green missed. And the loose ball gets into the hands of Keaton Norris. Finke came to a jump stop, planted and fired.
Yeah, Robert Morris, up till about the last maybe 3 minutes of this game, matched Wright State's energy. Now Wright State has taken over, and that's what good teams do. They're going for the kill right now, Chris.
Michael Green keeps the Colonials going, though, with a three-point shot.
Well, that'll definitely stop the bleeding a little bit, but it's this end of the floor where the Colonials are really, really having trouble, as Wright State's still shooting over almost 54% for the game.
Andy Toole over on the other side of the floor, imploring his team to play defense. Oh, a three from Wright State that time, drained by Keaton Norris out of Hilliard, Ohio.
Yeah, you talk about knowing your roles. He doesn't look to shoot much, but when he does, he makes them because he's 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3.
Stone out front again. Trying to get people to move. Now Ferris comes out and reads the ball.
Yeah, Colonials are not sure what they're doing out here right now.
Look at the shot clock. It's down to 5 seconds. Oh, a desperation triple. A clear view three. Cam Ferris knocking down that triple. And Finke inside, getting the whistle to blow after knocking that one down.
Finke taking the ball on the wing, just blowing right by Cam Ferris. Colonials late on the help.
Jerron Williams hacked him on the wrist.
Yeah. Michael Green probably wasn't his help, but he took himself right out of the play. He ran right by. And those are the kind of defensive mistakes that the Colonials make when they're just not playing well.
Jerron Williams picked up his third whistle. Tim Finke goes to the line, a 72% free throw shooter, and he gets the old-fashioned three-point play, and that puts Wright State ahead 63-56. This is the second time they've led by 7, and this matches their biggest lead of the night.
And we'll see if the Colonials have the energy to come back.
Cheeks with a wraparound drop pass. Jerron Williams trapped inside, back out. Cheeks on the dribble drive this time. Hangs and fires and gets gravity to work for him.
Yeah, Enoch Cheeks has been able to get into that paint quite a bit tonight, anytime he wants to, and he's made some good decisions, and that time he decided to score.
Cheeks' action has been limited because of 3 personals, though.
Yep, and the Colonials would definitely need him on the floor. The defense bogs down big time when he's not on the floor.
63-58 lead for Wright State. Finke finds the opening at the foul stripe and shoots.
Again, it's just individual pride in your defense. You've got to cover the ball. You just can't let people do what they want.
Under 8 minutes left. Chase Cook, the backup point guard, is in. Ferris, nice drop pick.
I think they're all eligible to come back next year, except maybe, who is the senior? I thought there was one guy that was a grad. No, I think everybody's back next year.
Khalil Spear is a senior, but he is
he's eligible to come back.
Hey, let's take a look at the delivery of the game presented by Fox's Pizza here in Moon Township. And there it is right there. Good ball movement and the finish.
Absolutely. Holden's reading. He saw Enoch Cheeks' head turn, and he just went straight back door. That's a rule. You see your defender turn their head, cut to the hoop.
Spear makes it a 65-59 game now. Wright State still very much in the lead. They try to bounce back door. Khalil Spear with the big hands again.
Got to get a good shot off here. A 3 would help, Chris.
Enoch Cheeks lost the handle for a second there.
Well, you called it when you said Wright State's picked up their defensive intensity. They've been much better here in the second half.
There's Cam Ferris with a lean back layup, and he got it to go. And now the Colonials are back to within 4. Jim, I know you highlighted on your stat sheet how hot the shooting has become for Wright State, though.
Yeah, Wright State had a great first half shooting. Now they've been even better.
But they turn the ball over again. Here is Enoch Cheeks. going one-on-one that time, and Grant Basile made him pay.
So that's a good foul by Grant Basile, because Enoch Cheeks would have probably tried to flush that, and that got the crowd into it and his teammates into it. Grant Basile would not let him do it, so he fouled him. That's a good foul.
Only his first, too.
Now Enoch's got to knock these down to make him pay. At least get 2 out of this. Exchanging baskets at this point in the game is not going to work for the Colonials.
Cheeks a really good free throw shooter at 81.8%, and of course, when I say that, you just saw what happened. He's the best free throw shooter on the club. He and Matt Mayers actually shooting at just under at 81.3. Enoch gets the second one to go, and the Colonials make it a 1-possession game now.
Yeah, still a lot of time left. Colonials got to just hang in there again. Concentrate, focus on the defensive end. Really make it tough for Wright State. No open shots.
Andy Toole on the far sideline telling his team to play some defense. Coach Toole assisted by associate head coach Mike Isolino, the former star at St. Francis of PA, as Holden misses the shot. Isolino also played for the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA. Also on the staff, Chico Johnson, Dave Fedor, Jimmy Langhurst, and Matthew Sweets. There's Cam Ferris up front. No movement by the Colonials here, Jim.
No, it's a lot of just screen and roll. That's not a great shot, even though he made it. But we'll take it.
Cam Ferris down the drain.
I should remember, Cam Ferris is having a hot night tonight, and he's a streak shooter.
And guess what? The game is tied.
Take possession. Get another stop here.
Basile shot blocked, but they're going to call a blocking foul.
Wow.
Spear got it cleanly. They're going to call it down under.
Wow.
It's going to be on Chase Cook.
Oh, the little guy. Let's see what he did. I don't know about this. There's Chase coming over to help. Nothing.
Looked like he walled up.
Yeah. Tough break for the Colonials. That was pretty good defense by Robert Morris.
Not sure how far into the restricted area he might have been, though.
I don't think that was came into play on that. No, because Basile had made it, shot a little turnaround jumper there. Chase was just like you said, he walled up.
And Basile puts his team in the lead again, 67-65. We're under 6 minutes to go here at the UPMC Event Center on the campus of Robert Morris University. One of the 2 newest members of the Horizon League just joining a season ago. It's Cam Ferris getting the pick from Matt Mayers. We haven't seen Mayers in the ballgame for a while, and now off the push, Cook stepped over the sideline.
Yes, he did. Chase Cook, who's come in and done a nice job defensively that time. He's got to be aware of where you're when you catch that ball, stepping on that sideline. You see it happen a lot of times in games.
Here goes Holden taking off. Tough shot for Holden. Mayers came down and got tripped up. It's going to go the other way.
Yeah, C.J. Wilborn, I believe. A little too physical right there. And Michael Green, after a little rest, is going to get back in the game. Now you have a fresh Michael Green for the last 5 minutes of this game. That should help the Colonials.
Again, want to thank those of you watching on 22 The Point here in Pittsburgh and the tri-state area tonight, and also over the border in the Ohio and West Virginia regions on MeTV Ohio Valley. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. We're going to have a couple more on this season, and hopefully we'll continue next season as well. We'd love to see you in the building sometime too.
Absolutely. This building is absolutely gorgeous. I love coming here.
Best value in college basketball in the area too. Parking is free. Concessions are cheap.
And the triple play, Chris.
Oh, you got that too. And I'll tell you what, you're seeing a good basketball game too, and that's what it's all about.
Enoch Cheeks has done a lot of damage driving into that paint. He's been really, really good.
This one could go all the way down to the wire. It's 67 all. Better keep that set on.
No, don't do that. It's going to cost the Colonials.
Finke left wide open. Spear knocks the rebound loose. Here comes Ferris. Spear! Colonials lead.
Nice pass by Cam Ferris to find Khalil Spear.
Vasily using that big body to back Spear into the lane. And it's going to be an offensive foul.
Boy, Scott Nagy is hot. He does not like that call. Here's the replay on this pass by Cam Ferris. He jumped in the air, found Khalil Spear coming down late. He was a trailer.
That was a pretty darn good delivery, too.
The only thing I'll say about that play, too, at the end, when Khalil was celebrating, they were pushing the ball up the floor. Andy Toole was dying on the sideline.
Not party time at all, huh, Jim?
No, you got to keep going. Against Wright State, you can't do that.
Colonials lead by a deuce.
Khalil's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Left-handed this time. 4-point lead for Bobby Moe.
Got to keep playing defense. Might want to help on Tanner Holden there, Chris. He's tough.
Hit the side of the backboard, and Mayers comes down with a carom.
Yeah, great job. That Matt Mayers did a really nice job that time, walling up. He's a big guy. He puts those hands up and holds his ground. It's tough to shoot over.
Michael Green getting the screen from Spear. That's a high arching shot, and it would not go, and the rebound collected off the floor by C.J. Wilborn. Here's Holden again.
Oh, that's a charge. That should be a charge.
Well, they're going to say that it was a flop by Cheeks. No whistle on the play. They didn't even give the flop call. But Cam Ferris now has the scoring lead in the game. 20 points on 8 of 10 shooting from the field. He's 4 of 5 from Trey.
He started getting a little tired, and Andy Toole is going to give him a little break. I'm sure he'll get him back in there in a couple of minutes as Jerron Williams enters the game for the Colonials.
Here's Enoch Cheeks, and we're going to get an illegal screen here. And it's on Matt Mayers.
Colonials are a team that's trying to learn how to win close games. They had been unsuccessful at it the whole year. Tonight, you got to try to get over the hump, but you can't make plays like that. That's the kind of plays that teams who don't know what they're doing, don't know how to win, will do.
Still looking for their first victory in Horizon League play this year. Little lob pass to the baseline. Keaton Norris brings it back out for Vasily with a 3.
Big hoop for Grant Vasily.
He has 21 points now for Wright State. The Raiders are back to within 1. Jerron Williams tries to weave, and he lost the ball. Turnover, Robert Morris. Up the floor, Finke. Short on the shot.
This game.
Wright State's ball back in. Finke with it out front.
Look for Vasily or Holden to take the shot.
Norris between the rings. This is Wilborn working over to the left, and that one got deflected. Last touch by the Colonials. Shot clock at 10. Cam Ferris back in the ball game. High man for Robert Morris with 20 points. Grant Vasily now the leading.
They're close. They just don't know how to win. I don't know how to close it out. Let's see if they can do it here tonight.
Tanner Holden. Jump pass too strong. It's out. On our telecast here on ESPN Plus, where you can catch all of our home games. 22 the point in Pittsburgh and MeTV Ohio Valley. No matter where you're tuned in from tonight, we appreciate it much. Hang on to your hats. Here we go. Last 93 seconds of regulation play. Michael Green swatting off Tanner Holden.
See if the Colonials here can grow up a little bit here tonight.
Cam Ferris. 10 to shoot. Kick out. Green. 3. Missed it. A lot of tangled bodies looking for that rebound, and Wright State comes away with it. They're down by 1. They have the ball as we come down to the 1-minute mark of time remaining in regulation play.
Don't forget the rebound if you're the Colonials. You can't just stop after you play defense. You got to hit that glass, all 5 of them.
Holden. They're going to call a blocking foul on Michael Green for tripping Holden up.
Yeah, mismatch that time. Michael Green trying to cover Holden. Holden took him right to the basket. Michael Green tried to draw the charge, wasn't quite able to do it. Good free throw shooter. Tanner Holden shoots about 80% from the line. And he's a veteran.
1-1. First one's in.
Ice in his veins. He's been in this situation many, many times over his career.
Tanner Holden out of Wheelersburg, Ohio, 6'6", 185-pound junior. Strokes it at a 79% clip from the line. He got both of those, and now Wright State leads in the game, 72-71, under 50 seconds left. Michael Green across the top of the horn to Stone. Ferris.
Oh, nice
Green
move.
floater is short. Tried to get it. Vasily yanks it down. Wright State's back in business, up by 1. Andy Toole was screaming for a foul, and finally the Colonials able to clip Keaton Norris. Well, he's a 77% free throw shooter.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? A team that's 5-1 in the conference play, and then playing against a team that has no victories, and last 3 minutes of the game, total domination by Wright State. It's amazing.
Norris off the front rim. You see the game clock at the bottom of your screen. The score, a Wright State lead of 1. Make it a 2-point game. Still a 1-possession affair. Robert Morris will have the ball back, but Andy Toole wants to call a timeout. Khalil Spear will inbound it 94 feet away from him. Michael Green will allow it to roll. Now the clock starts as he touches ball.
There comes Enoch Cheeks. He hasn't had the ball in a while.
18 seconds to play. The Colonials throw the basketball out of bounds.
Yeah,
bad critical turnover.
Yeah, it's another turnover. 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes here. It's cost the Colonials. Once again, that old bugaboo. I don't like the angle where Enoch Cheeks tried to throw that ball into the low post. He needed to dribble toward the sideline a little bit more, then enter the ball into Spear.
Colonials have to foul quickly, and they do. Maybe not quickly enough, but they finally get it. Now they're going to send Basili to the other end of the floor.
Yeah, they got to hope that he misses 1 for Colonials to have any type of chance here.
Enoch Cheeks picked up his 4th foul. Really doesn't matter at this point anyway. Just 12 and 4/10 seconds remain. It's a 2-point lead. Basili's first shot makes it a 3-point game. Still 1 possession. This is the big one coming up.
Yeah, I hope the Colonials are aware of what kind of shot they're going to need. They need to know if there's a miss, what to make, or if there's a make, what type of shot he wants.
Well, now it's a 2-possession game.
So you can go to the basket if you want to.
They have to do it quickly.
Yep, Michael Green, there he is.
Hops into the lane, and the bank shot won't go. Ball is out of bounds with 2 and 8/10 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Yeah, Michael Green, as well as he played tonight, and he had a really good first half. He has struggled a little bit here in the second half. He's missed some crucial shots.
Colonials get it in. They get Cheeks to skip it off the window with 1.4 seconds left. And Wright State, all it needs to do is inbound cleanly.